Good evening, all of you.
Tushar sir?
Good evening, sir.
Yes, start this session.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
I welcome you to all of this session. First of all, I want to introduce today's scenario. Today's session chairperson, Professor Kamble sir. So, Professor Kamble sir is Associate Professor, Adarsh Comprehensive College of Education and Research. He's completed the PG, MCom and MA Marathi, GDC and A, set in education, PhD in education. And a subject of teaching, education for new time, history education, Marathi education, education for development in 21st century. 28-year experience in teaching field. Research guidance, guided the more than 35 students of MA from Adarsh Comprehensive College of Education and Research and Yashwantrao Chavan Maharashtra Open University, SNDT, Pune Center. Recognized guide from MPhil and PhD education from Savitribai Phule Pune University. Extension of work, coordinator of Samarth Bharat Abhiyan, tree plantation for the adapted village Chinchwad, a Nirbhaya Kanya Abhiyan, and special guidance program for SC, ST, NT, etc. student. Personality development program for women and girl students. Membership of personal professional bodies, life member of MEAST, NISTA, and member of PUTA, and member of Board of Studies in the Education Aids faculty. Sir, your permission, can we start the session?
Yes, sir.
Okay. First upon Dr. Tamilmini Kitty to start the presentation. Dr. Tamilmani?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am ready, sir. Could you please
Yes.
allow me to share the screen, sir?
Yes, sir. Now you can share your screen. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Presenter instruction, 5 minutes presentation time and 2-minute discussion time.
Now start your presentation, sir.
Yes, sir. Very good afternoon to all of you. I'd like to say my namaste to Professor Kamble, the chairperson of this session, and the rapporteur, Mr. Tushar. I'm very happy to associate myself with IATA conference organized by Savitribai Phule University. In this occasion, I would like to share my thoughts on open book examination. As a teacher, I feel that the pandemic situation has induced us to think about introducing open book examination system in the higher educational institutions. I consider this as an indispensable need. Let me call it a paradigm shift. We have been practicing the traditional type of examination system, this system is not allowing us to what we actually wanted to happen in our classrooms. We actually want things to happen in our classroom, such as higher order thinking. This higher order thinking is not right now taking place either in our classroom or in our assessment protocols. This is my humble opinion. Our students are mostly trying to become part of lower order thinking. They involve themselves in mostly in recalling and reproducing whatever they have memorized, whatever they have mugged up. So if you can empower the students with the option to go for open book examination, this will allow them to prepare by themselves. It will give them a wider scope of reading a lot of books on the relevant area. They will have a kind of sense of ownership. They will become autonomous learners. What is the term that right now gaining currency? That is heutagogy, self-directed learning, can be implemented with the introduction of open book examination system. Open book examination system. There are so many myths about the open book examination system. People feel that open book examination is a kind of breeze for the students. Some of the students, as well as the staff members, we feel that open book examination system is a very, very easy thing. It is not so. In open book examination system, the teachers as well as the students, they have to work a lot. They should be thorough with whatever they are teaching, as well as from the learner side, whatever they are learning. It calls for a dedication. It calls for a detailed attention to details. In open book examination system, there are two types, as we all know, restricted type and non-restricted type. In restricted type of examination, the students will be allowed to take only a few prescribed or a few allowed books only. In non-restricted type, they can take home even the question paper, or in an online type of examination, they are allowed to refer to any number of books. They have the privilege of referring to all the resources around the world. If they have it on their laptop or in the desktop, it's very easy for them to go and refer. As we all conceive, open book examination system is a very, very tedious process. The ability to cull out information from any resource is a great skill. If the students develop such kind of skill, then they develop how to learn. This is a very serious thing we have to think about. Already, Delhi University has taken up the initiative. It has conducted open book examination system way back in August, September 2020 for about a massive strength of 240,000 students. And it was proved to be a tremendous success. And they are again and again, they are opting for it. In the recent times also, our own higher educational affects bodies like UGC. They give the blank check to the higher educational institutions to go ahead with 40% of the course content in online. When you think of conducting the course through online, when you think of conducting the assessment through online, it is better also to think about giving them the avenue, the scope for introducing open book examination system. To give you a case study, in my college, we have introduced this open book examination system, particularly for a course, in an MCA course, in a particular semester. One paper was given as an open book examination choice type to the students as a trial case. Incidentally, the students liked it very much, and they also did well. They expect this kind of practice can be extended to other core courses also. And from 2018 onwards, we have introduced one paper in a semester for the undergraduate courses also. though the students do not do well in the examination, their scoring is very, very low. Somehow they feel that they take part in the learning and they prepare their own notes. They also listen to the teacher. They come and consult the teacher. They go and refer so many resources. They have a feeling that they have learned something. They have mastered something. And these are my humble suggestions. If it is introduced with the true spirit, definitely it will empower our learners. Definitely India will gain again the glorious past of producing a lot of novel things in the education system. Definitely India will become a hub of higher education learning. Definitely by 2030, the graduates from our own campuses will be more empowered, will be more thinking, will be more productivity oriented. When you say about outcome-based education, definitely this OBE also. Here OBE by, I mean outcome-based education and open book examination system. These two things will go together. These two things will definitely will fetch as the desired result. India will march ahead with the flying colors. These are my humble views. Now I am ready for any queries related to this. The house is open, sir. Over to Professor Kamble, sir. I am ready for your queries, sir.
And my question is how to success in this
Yes.
situation, pandemic situation, open book
Yes.
system.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This kind of practice can be introduced even in our internal assessment system. They can be given the opportunity to take up some small test of 25 marks or 50 marks test with the help of open book examination system. The questions which can be tested are most of the questions are hypothetical questions. Students can think on their own. They cannot copy from any source. Initially, they can be given an opportunity to write an answer for 100 words or 200 words. They will scribble something, but they will gain enough practice before they take up the final end semester examination. If it is introduced for a paper, slowly in the final year, they may be given the opportunity to go for more number of papers. It can be experimented, sir. This will eliminate copying or malpracticing. This will eliminate all other unwanted practices. It will empower the learners.
Any other question?
Sir, myself, Dr. Meena.
Yeah.
Sir,
Yeah.
what type of questions you administered in your college, sir?
Yes, yes, madam. Professor Meena, madam, we administered all hypothetical questions. The students have to break their heads to write about. For example, I am a teacher of English. If I ask a question like that, if there are 3 dramas by Shakespeare is prescribed for third BA English students, the question will be something like that. Out of the 3 dramas, who is the major heroine? Who is the heroine who impresses you very much? And what are the things that you like very much about her? Here, the students will not copy from any source, but at the same time, she or he will refer to the dramas, incidentally, to quote something from the book from there, because they would like to justify who is the best character according to their choice. So all hypothetical questions, like things happening in the law examination. In law examination in our country, open book examination system is allowed like that. This will give them the ability to apply something, analyze something, evaluate something, which we call it higher order thinking. This will give them the scope.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All participants, please listen. We have short time, so present only in 5 minutes and ask only 1 or 2 questions. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Next, Tamanna A.
Thank you, Professor Kamble, and thank you, Mr. Dushar. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello. Next, Tamanna A. Patil. Dr. Tamanna
Yes,
A.
sir.
Patil.
So am I
Start
audible to
your-
you?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so I'll share my screen.
Sir, can you please stop your sharing? Yes. Yes, Patel ma'am, go ahead.
Yes, yes, sir. So is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Visible,
Yes.
ma'am. Please. Yeah. Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. My sub-theme is new assessment tools and techniques in teacher education. And my study is a conceptual research. And here are the contents which I'm going to continue in this presentation. That is research design, objectives, literature review, importance, and certain types of assessment techniques. This is a research design. My study is a conceptual and exploratory study, which is collected from a secondary data. The reason for this study was that adapting innovative tools for assessment and evaluation is a primary method for measuring the quality of a classroom as well as a teacher in the education system. Okay. After implementing certain assessment, new innovative assessment practices and evaluation may help a teacher to set certain criteria for evaluating their students, and teacher can understand a learning process of a student in a better way. So this was a rationale of the study. And these are the certain objectives, that is to study the importance of shift, why a shift from a conventional teaching and assessment techniques to innovative practices is important for a teacher student to study innovative techniques which helps to analyze a teacher achievements as well as the learning process of a student, importance of a teacher student involvement in the learning process, and imbibing evaluation skills and implementing those practices in the classroom. These are certain literature review. I won't read it because of the time constraints, sir. Now, I'll give a little introduction on new assessment tools and techniques. Innovative practices may open a unique opportunity for reforming education system, as implementing certain evaluation and assessment techniques will be an effective way of assessing a students, and it will also show the efficacy of a teacher in the classroom. And this is always a question, that why to implement this innovative practices and why these are high on stakes and why it can't be implemented initially, because it wasn't implemented initially because teacher is always most of the teachers are comfortable with the conventional assessment techniques in the written form. But if it is a compulsion of practicing new techniques, then it can be fun and joy of learning, and it can create a fun learning with with a teacher and a student. Such practices may improve a quality of a teacher, and help a teacher in the course of study and assist in the individual zone of a student. The need of the study is that to understand the need is adapted to increase efficacy of a teacher and concerned with the assessment and evaluation, to identify the strength and weakness of with the help of assessment tools and probable requirements, imparting well organized training to teachers to be proficient in their areas, to realize that skilled teachers are a means which helps a student to understand better the course of study. Here, the Kothari Commission report says that the supply of teaching aids in every school is essential for the improvement of teaching and the teaching quality of a teacher. It should indeed bring about an educational revolution in the classroom. It is also said by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir that innovative teaching methods with the latest teaching technology students to achieve their excellence in education. So technology and innovative practices plays an important role in the assessment practices in education system. Importance of innovative practices. By implementing innovative practices, it will help a teacher to present the study material in more interesting way, It can enrich a student by providing them guidance through proper material. It can help a student to coach and excel in his own area and help to understand the innovative practices and also implement it. It can also provide individual instruction to the teacher student learning process, prepare new study material for students which may help them to create and attract them towards the course of study. Also, identify the learning process of the student and help them to understand their strengths and weaknesses. Now, these are certain types of assessment techniques. You can see here on the screen the picture. It shows the brainstorming, micro teaching technique, program learning and inquiry-based learning, mind mapping, cooperative learning, dramatization. These certain assessment techniques are also implemented in the previous course, and I won't explain it due to short time. These are innovative practices, blended classroom, both online and offline, design and inquiry-based learning environment, digital assessments. Now, I'll explain this part because it's a new and innovative practice which can be implemented and be very helpful in the teacher-student learning process. Blended learning, also known as B-learning, is a combination of online instruction where students interact with the instructor and the other students. Both play a classroom activity, and it is an online platform where a teacher and student can interact with each other very easily. Second is design and inquiry-based learning environment. This enables collaborative and collective classroom environment design virtually with a greater learning outcome. Inquiry-based learning gets students with a learning something a new thing rather than grasping content indifferently, like a conventional teaching part. Third one is digital assessment. Digital assessment offer an environment where students engage into the learning needs. What are the requirements? These requirements are understood by the teacher as well as the students. Lastly, I would like to conclude my presentation that implementation of such innovative practices and techniques will contribute in making the student teacher proficient in their area and also improve teaching and assessment methodology. Certain implications of innovative practices may widely help a teacher educator to develop assessment skills in themselves and practice to set standards of criteria according to the requirement of course of study and also help them to improve the methodology of evaluation. Thank you.
Questions?
No question, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
next participant.
Any question?
Thank you, sir.
Tushar
Ma'am.
sir, Tushar sir.
Yes, yes.
We will take the questions at the end of session. So
Okay.
firstly, we will take all presentations. And very quickly, please, all participants, complete your presentation within the 5 minutes.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. Dr. P.T. Meena, ma'am.
Sir, I am ready. Please make me
Okay.
host.
Start your session, ma'am.
Yeah,
Please.
yeah. So, is it visible, sir?
Yes, yes.
ಬೇರೆದು ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. Just a minute, sir. ಮುಳುಗಿರೋದು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾನೆ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Go to slide share, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Slide sharing.
First, click on enable editing.
Yes, yes, sir. Now, sir.
Okay.
Okay. My topic is quality assurance in teacher education. Respected Kamble sir and all my participant friends, good afternoon, everyone. Teachers are the crucial elements in preparing young people not only to face the future with confidence, not build it with purpose and accountability. I am a teacher educator. How we have to maintain our quality of teacher education is very important in this, especially COVID situation. That is why I selected this paper. How can we maintain our quality of teacher education without going internship, without interact with our students? How can we maintain quality is very important. And what is the meaning of quality? Quality has become an ever common words nowadays. Always we are using the quality. The dress is not qualitative. That material is not very good quality. Here we have to talk about our teacher education. How we have to maintain our quality of education is very important. According to Juran, quality means fitness of use. Fitness, what kind of fitness? Here we have to take an example of our education system. How, how is our education system? How can we fit to this type of education is very important. This quality can be defined as the totality of features and characteristics of product or service that bear on its ability to satisfy stated or implied needs. And Alexander Astin, according to him, we have to maintain quality on these four important points. Excellence in reputation, we have to maintain reputation, then only we can expect our people teacher. And excellence in resources, excellence in content, excellence in outcome. If we have very good outcome, then only we can maintain our reputation. If we have very good resource, ourselves, our faculty members, then only we can maintain our reputation, then only we can expect very good outcome. We should have very good content also. That is why we need quality of teacher education. Teachers are the backbone, teachers are the nation builder. That is why we need quality of teacher education. Educational institutions have a tendency to measure their quality in terms of a student academic achievement, 100% result. Usually we will use this word. We have to question ourselves. 100% result mean there is no students effect. They also work hard. Teachers should also work hard. Teachers should use very good pedagogical knowledge, content knowledge. Then only we can tell qualitative or quality education. And we have to inculcate student habits, learning styles. We have to motivate our students and parental, social, economic status of the environment. These are the background of the students. We have to check and give quality of education. And what are the drawbacks of our teacher education program? Our teachers are not studying very well they are not updating day to day life, and no training college in the country can boast of autonomy in its day to day working. And some of our college, when we meet our friends, they will tell us, or they will discuss, our college is very far from the city, and some colleges are inside the city. How can our rural students can take quality education? That is why imbalance in the location of the college also very important. It suggests that training is being imported in an environment which teachers may come across in rural areas after completing their training is very important. This is also one of the drawback of teacher education. And attitude of the people. Oh, in teacher training, finally our student will tell, madam, I tried to go there, but I couldn't get a seat there. That is why I joined this teaching profession or teacher training program. We have to remove this attitude of our pupil teacher, and they should we should involve our students in teacher education program. We have to attract, we have to give very good knowledge, we have to use very good pedagogy also. And guidelines, sorry, for our teachers. What we have to do? The teachers should themselves be well prepared before entering the class is very important. They should see the students take hints, and sufficient time should be allotted at the end of every lecture for free, frank, and fearless discussion. Sometimes we are observing our teachers. No, between the classes, don't ask question. After the class, only you should ask the question. If I have lack in content, why I have to hesitate to listen the question from student side? That is why we have to give opportunity to raise the questions to our students, and focus for quality in teacher education. What type of actions, what area we have to fulfill here? Institutional philosophy, we have our own philosophy, we are the philosopher, we have our own wisdom. Institutional philosophy, what type of philosophy our institution had? Admission policies we have to improve, curricular analysis, transaction of curriculum, teaching practices, evaluation, removing isolation. We should not leave our students in isolation. And action research, where our students are lack in their content or in their training program, we have to administer action research. We have to do attitude building, positive attitude building, high quality teacher education, working with local community, professional responsibility, and commitment is also we have to focus. Finally, I will conclude in this statement. The aim of teacher education in modern India is to develop the competent teachers endowed with rich knowledge and expertise in preparing the future citizen, enabling them to face the challenges of the 21st century. Always we are talking about this 21st century skills, commitment, creativity, creation. These are the very important skills. Therefore, training of teachers must be streamlined with the new innovative techniques and values oriented education. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, Dr. Subhash Ahire, sir. Subhash Ahire, sir. Dr. Subhash Ahire, sir. Next. Hello, sir. हेलो
हेलो। हाँ
हाँ
हाँ, वो वाला तो हो गया।
यस सर।
नहीं, अभी तो नहीं
हाँ
है।
तो प्रेजेंटेशन नहीं है था।
Here, sir, unmute yourself.
वो बोल रहा है कि जॉइन हो
हाँ येतोय आवाज ना?
Yes, sir. आता येतोय.
Good afternoon, everybody. Honorable
अभी ये बोला
and all participants. I am Dr. Subhash Aher, presenting the paper Assessment Tools and Techniques in Language. We know teaching is continuous process. E means out of and duco means to lead. Just imparting knowledge means teaching. The process of teaching in teaching should be continuous process. There are three parts to the learning process. These three components are correlated: educational objectives, educational experience, and assessment tools are these three components. Ignoring any one of the above factors can upset the balance. In the teaching process, the teacher does not just want to inform the students. If that happens, then the consequence would be T.S. Eliot expressed in the following words: where is the wisdom we have lost in knowledge? Where is the knowledge we have lost in information? There are two sections of practical language curriculum. One is linguistic skills and another is communication skills. We must develop among the students these two skills, linguistic skills and communication skills. The teaching learning process should not be one way, but should be two way with maximum student participations. Teacher must use the following teaching methods and assessments methods. These are methods. One is lecture method. Second is audio visual utilization methods. Third is field practice. Means after learning some of the components, conduct practical visits to those components, conduct face-to-face surveys and collect texts. Another is experience method, to give similar questions to the students on the syllabus. This will lead to their practices. Self-study will develop. Demonstration methods, then observation method, monitoring various programs in the college and local area, making, for example, making notes after the program through the writing skills will be developed. Group discussion, quiz, discussion methods. The teaching process is successful if the student participates in the teaching learning process in the classroom and out of classroom. It is necessary to discuss an element at the student or student-teacher level to give essay subjects to the students and make them present their ideas from the platform. While teaching, it is necessary to ask questions related to the subject elements from time to time. This will be also increase conversation skills and confidence level among the student. We know we spend 70% of our day communicating with each other. Daily we use time for 42% for listening, 32% for speaking, 15% for reading, and 11% for writing. It changes with the individual and the society also. These methods should be used as much as possible as a discussion method. Emphasize all the above for skills. Demonstration work, how to evaluate our students. For the students, a practical Marathi subject course or language subject, the following demonstration work should be given and it should be evaluated during the oral examination. For example, visit an organization in your area and create a monthly meeting schedule to that organization. Visit the place where the encroachment took place and write down the details. Interview of famous writer, entrepreneurs, ideal workers or ideal social workers, ideal teachers in your area. Submit newspaper clipping, study and make other advertisement out of it. Look at the advertisement on television, record in the notebook and prepare advertisement like that. Readers, correspondents in the newspaper, inform your opinion about the problems in our area, in our society to newspaper. In demonstration work like this, student will become active, go to the actual society and become aware of social issues. Lastly, conclusion is that after all, teaching is an art. Subject matter action should be added to the teaching method. This purpose will be pursued by the students. Great thinker Nyayamurthy Ranade told us, information comes through books and knowledge comes through thinking. Take advantages of all the above methods. Ranade's promise can be fulfilled. In-depth knowledge of the subject, educational objectives, and various teaching methods. Thanks to all for hearing me. Thank you.
Please pay attention to the time limit, sir.
Thank you, sir. Next. Taneja, sir.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes,
Thank you.
Taneja, ma'am.
Yes.
Start.
Good afternoon, everyone present here. I'll just share my screen, sir. I hope my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Yes, go ahead.
So the topic of my presentation is problems faced by the shift of examinations from offline to online. So as we have already seen that since the pandemic has occurred and everything has been shifted to online, same way the examinations have already been shifted to online and schools are conducting them, even the colleges. So my research study is basically based on that because I am also a teacher, and during my teacher trainee program, I saw that students were facing some issues related to examinations, like there were connectivity issues, and students were not having proper devices to connect with. So my research conducted is on that topic. I'll move forward. Yes, so basically the paper introduces about the problems faced by the school in examinations from the shift during COVID-19, and some of the common problems that everyone faced were internet connectivity issues, making of PDFs, because when we see that class 6 and 7 students are so small that it is difficult for them to make the PDFs and the arrangement of devices, etc. The review acquires importance considering a new warning from the school's member of assessments, welcoming recommendations and remarks on holding assessments in the current scholarly year. Numerous understudies were also taken place, and that portrayed their upsetting experience in regards to the online assessment measure, and grumble they confronted specialized glitches. So everyone faced glitches when we are online. Like we could see that today also some of the people were facing some of the glitches. So this is what online is meant about, and same way the school students are also facing these issues. And they also figured out how to transfer their answer sheets inside the particular time frame. So they were given a particular time frame of like 30 minutes or 15 minutes in which they had to actually transfer their sheets to the concerned teacher there. So now what my literature review talks about, so under studies across schools in India have been unitedly challenging the choice. Choice to test, while foundation is the central point of contention. Numerously additional guards their normal classes halted before the schedule could finish. Most schools have, through the coursework by means of online classes, guaranteed understudies. New foundations have gotten 100% participation during these online meetings. Numerous schools are likewise given an alternative to understudies to show the disconnected method of assessment on the off chance that they can't choose online, that as it may not be satisfactory when these tests will be held. So everyone knows that it is not satisfactory whether these tests will be held will be right or wrong. So the essentials of online test, what are the essentials that online test requires is that a child should have a good incorporated PC with a proper working webcam and a continuous force supply. So everyone should be having a good webcam is not possible, and everyone should be having a good force supply is also not possible, because electricity can go at any time at any place. So managing that is also very difficult for students. Where delegating is utilized, understudies likewise guarantee they have a whole space to themselves for the whole term of the test. And there were two types of tests: distinctively administered tests and open finished evaluation. We have already seen Sir talking about open book examination, and he has provided a very good insight into it. So moving forward now, the findings, the research was conducted on school students for classes 6 about the problems that they face during the of the coronavirus pandemic, and the sample size was 47 students. So now these were some of the questions with the graphs. Did your school ask you to use more than one device for examination? So we can see that 83% of the students are saying that yes, their school have asked for more than one device. So now arrangement of more than one device arrangement of one device is also very difficult for students, as every family cannot afford two devices, and since it was lockdown, so maybe their parents have also left their jobs, because of which they face very problems. Next is, did you have problem in arranging the devices? So as we can see that 47% of people are saying yes, whereas 53% is saying no, which is a very good number, as 53% is saying no, but we should see that still 47% are facing this issue of arranging the devices, which means they must be going through some or the other problem in arrangement of devices, or their family cannot afford two devices to give them. Or maybe they have some siblings who also must be having their exams at the same time, which is also another difficulty with online examinations. Moving forward, did you have internet issues during examination? So yes, 68.1% have said yes, they had issues, and 31.9% is saying no. So we can see that everyone is not having good internet connectivity issues, and somewhere or the other, everyone faces some or the other issue during a day. So it is not possible to get a good bandwidth internet for everyone. And we have seen that some people went to the villages. So in villages also, we do not have good internet connectivity issues because of the network problem. The next one was, what was the process of submission of answer sheet? So the main focus is PDF, that 95.7% of students are saying that they had to write a paper and then they have to make a PDF and upload it. Moving forward, now what was the platform being used by the schools for conducting examinations during COVID-19? So most people are saying that online, like they had to make the PDF and submit it. 14 students are saying that I use Microsoft Teams. 5 students said Google. 3 said Zoom, and even 2 students were there who said offline. So even the schools were conducting examinations offline during this time of pandemic, when everything is not proper in here. So next was the problems faced by students in uploading answer sheets. So 25 students said that yes, they had faced some or the other problems while uploading the answer sheet, whereas 22 of them said no. So I will be telling you what were the problems they faced in uploading. First was issue in making PDF, as we have discussed. Next is the time-consuming process. So yes, they were given a limited time of like 15 minutes. So in that only they had to click the pictures and make the PDF, and then they had to upload it. One response which I got was a good one, that we used a website which once used couldn't be reused. So the school was using such website that if the child has once opened the website and if it has closed, so then the child will not be able to open the website again, which was itself a problem. So next was, what other kind of problems you faced from the shift of offline to online examination? If yes, please specify, otherwise mention no. So this was an open-ended question given to students, and you can see the problems being discussed there. Network problems or lack of internet interactive classes were there during online. Eyes of students got affected, and they were very difficult in reading the PDFs or everything. Then clicking picture and making the PDF, computerized answers did not match with the correct answers. So when the school is giving MCQs, so they're ticking mark the correct answers, but that did not match with the student's answer. Lack of confidence and motivation in students, because the cameras of students we have seen generally are off. So that itself creates a problem in logging in on time and internet issues. So these were some of the problems that every student must have faced at some point or the other. And it is not humanly possible to have all the all things at one time. You may have 2 devices, but not a good connectivity issue, or you must have a good internet connectivity, but not 2 devices. So everything is having its own pros and cons. And it is very important to see that how suddenly everyone started adapting to it, and everything went online. So the conclusion can be solutions to this problem of students with proper connectivity, able to arrange 2 devices, lack of confidence, etc. can be if teachers motivated them from time to time and give them reinforcement during this time of pandemic. So we all know that we don't know that what student is going through, so it is very important for a teacher to motivate that student and give him or her confidence from time to time. School should adopt a method where they should take an assessment. Teachers should ask questions in between the learning. Through this they'll be able to understand, be active in the class, that it might be their next turn to answer. So there should be open-ended and situation-based question where the students have to share their views and think about the answer before speaking. Also, teachers should indulge in activities relevant to the topics and that also relate with other subjects as well. So this was all about my topic. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Next
you.
is Dr. S.D. Chitte, sir, and Professor R. Bhagat, sir. Hello, sir. Dr. S.D. Chitte, sir. Hello.
Taneja ma'am, can you stop your sharing?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Dr. S.D. Chitte, Professor R. Bhagat.
Bhagat sir.
Next, Dr. Elisha
Kolluri. Dr.
Kolluri.
Elisha. Sir, I am ready, sir.
Yes.
Sir, please allow me to share screen, sir.
Yes.
PPT. Visible, sir?
Wait.
My PPT is visible, sir?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, sir. My name is Dr. Kolluri Elisha from NSR College of Education, Hyderabad. My title of the study is Community Involvement in School Development. Community Involvement in School Development. Meaning of community. A group of people living together in a particular place is called community, we all know. And meaning of participation. The term participation can be interpreted in various ways depending on the context. Involvement through enrolling children in school or using primary health care. Involvement through attendance at parents' meeting at school. Participation in real decision making at every stage, including identification of problems, the study of feasibility, planning, implementation, and evaluation. These are all related to the participation. Community participation. Communities and society must support parents and families in the upbringing and socializing and educating of their children. Schools are preparing children to contribute to the betterment of the society. Schools should not operate as separate entities within society, since each group plays a different role in contributing to the children education. So for the development of the school, there was a academic monitoring committees. That academic monitoring committees, how they are working, how they are helping to develop the school and school related things. So an effort to universalize elementary education by community ownership of the school system. It is in response to the demand for the quality and basic education. An attempt was made during 2018-9 for active participation of parents and community members in school activities and functional activities. Make school system accountable to the parents and community by way of forming academic monitoring committees. These committees are very useful for improving or developing the school standards and school standards, student standards, etc. For each school with parents as members are in the AMCs, parents are the members, headmaster acted as a convener, and and other parents, headmaster, and parents, headmaster, and one more person. These are the members of the school committee, sir. And functions of the academic monitoring committees. So this academic monitoring committee supervise all academic activities and co-curricular activities, and promoting enrollment, reducing the dropout rate and increasing the pass rate, and they supervise, AMC supervise the teachers' regularity and curricular activities also. And mobilization of in the academic related activity, non-academic related activities, the AMC or academic monitoring committee supervises mobilization of resources, providing infrastructural facilities, and develop the school community relationship, and also supervise the different types of co-curricular activities. These are the functions of AMCs. So significance of the study. The role of the community has reinforced to sensitize the people, parents, and children in mobilizing towards education. So it has been emphasized the community forms in rural and urban areas would complete each other by creating a strong base at the grassroots level for community participation in the educational process. For better functioning of the schools and smooth improvement of quality inputs, the academic monitoring committees was established. These committees have strong role to play the development of school and students. Hence, there is a need to look into the involvement of community in the practices and problems of the school also. Objectives of the study. To study the involvement of academic monitoring committees in government primary schools, to examine the involvement of chairperson, sarpanch, in the sarpanch of academic monitoring committees in the academic activities, to examine the involvement of convener, headmaster of academic monitoring committees in the academic activities, and examine the involvement of parents of academic monitoring committees in the academic activities of the school. And same person, sarpanch and HM, and the parents also should see the same in the non-academic activities also. These are the objectives of the study. And review of related literature regarding Singh and Bala has also conducted on role of perceptions of village education committee members of DPEP district in Haryana was found, difference was found in proposed and actual members of VEC. So he found, sir, in his study, so monitoring village education committees help to improve the academic standards. And Ramadhani Mogula also conducted another study on the role of community improvement of the quality of education in primary schools. So he found it that committees will help to improve all kinds of development. So methodology. So my methodology adapted normative survey method, and sample of the study. For the present study, simple random sampling technique was adapted. So there is a Sankarpalli mandal in the Rangareddy district, Hyderabad, Telangana state, sir. So in the Telangana state, in Hyderabad, particularly in Rangareddy district. So Sankarpalli mandal is there, sir. In the Sankarpalli mandal, there are 25 villages. I have taken 25 villages primary schools. So 25 government primary schools were selected. So who are the members of AMC, Academic Monitoring Committee? Sarpanches 25, headmasters 25, parents 325. The total sample 375, sir. So sarpanches, headmasters, parents are the members of Academic Monitoring Committee. Sarpanch is the chairperson of the committee. Headmaster is the convener. Parents are the members of the committee. And variables are there are independent variables: member designation, gender, age, caste, religion, educational qualifications, and etc. Occupation, income, etc. taken. And dependent variables also taken. So there are two types of dependent variables based on the functions of AMC. There are academic activities. The academic activities related variables are supervision, promoting enrollment, reducing dropout and increasing pass rate, regularity of teachers, curricular activities. Regarding non-academic activities, mobilization, infrastructural facilities, decision making, co-curricular activities, the development of school and community relationships. Tool of the study. For the purpose of the study, different tools were developed for the eliciting information of different variables of the study, personal data sheet, and questionnaire. Major findings of the study: 4/5, that means 79% of sample consisted of male members, less than 1/5, 21% female in the Rangareddy district, Sankarpalli Mandal. So if you see the age, most of the members, 94% were in the age group of 26 to 50. If you see the category, majority of members belongs to BCs and SCs and OCs. Religion, majority of members, 94 members are Hindus, sir. Educational qualifications also, if you see, more than 3/4, 79.2% of members are, some members have no educational qualifications, sir. That means illiterates. Therefore, and 1/4 of the members had educational qualifications.
Sir, go to the conclusion, sir.
Okay, sir. So the involvement of members in AMC schools, sir. The involvement of members AMC in all activities appear to be follows, sir. In school activities, headmasters were found to be better than parents, who in turn were better than the sarpanch. And regarding academic activities, headmasters were found to be better than the parents, who in turn were better than the sarpanches. This is gender-wise, age-wise, sir. And regarding development also, regarding the school development, higher age sarpanches appear to be relatively better than the other age groups, sir. Headmasters of 26 to 35 age group seems to be better than the other age groups. And in the non-academic activities also, sarpanches involved was found to be comparatively better with increase in age than the other age groups. Headmasters, those who are 36 years and above age group, seems to be relatively better than others. So parents of the age group 36 to 50 appear to be slightly better than other age groups, sir. So this is the category wise, sir. Category BCs, SCs, as per that, they are involving in academic activities, sir. This is also academic activities related. In the non-academic activities also, sarpanches belong to BC, ST and OC categories were seemed to be relatively better than the ST category. Headmasters belong to OC category or appear to be comparatively better than the BC and SC category. Okay, sir. I am come to the educational.
Good afternoon, sir.
Educational implications of this study. Educational implications of this study, sir. Last, sir, I can concluding. Yes, sir.
You have already taken
findings of the present study offers following suggestions with regard to the community involvement in school development practices and problems. Effective supervision, academic performance, parents' cooperation, providing midday meal, and teacher teaching should be necessary for the development of the school. Concerned departments should take initiative to provide mobilization of resources and other services. And the infrastructural facilities.
Sir, conclude.
Concluding. Infrastructural facilities such as school buildings, playground, multimedia technology access, availability of chairs and tables must be provided for increasing educational standard. Adult education programs and non-formal education programs must be arranged for illiterate parents to learn education to involve the.
Sir, please conclude one line.
I conclude my presentation, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for giving me an opportunity.
Okay, thank you, sir. Next, Dr. Sanjay Kumar.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, sir. I am. Good afternoon.
Sir, please stop your sharing.
Sir, I am Sanjay Kumar Nag. Good afternoon to my respected educators and also my beloved scholars also. It is my pleasure to present my paper. I'll try to be as brief as possible. At first, I share my screen. Is the screen visible, sir? Or is the screen visible, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. You have only 5 minutes. Present yourself.
Yes, sir. It is my main topic is teacher education and school development. I am from Galgodias University and I am a research scholar. And also I am doing my departmental head's job also at DLA department in Motomgram B.Ed College in West Bengal. At first, I present the abstract. The abstract is based on teacher education has a significant role in promoting school development. The essence of school development is the performance of the teachers in school. So the abstract focuses on the performance of the teachers in the school, and the teachers are not only the teachers, they are educators, psychologists, classroom managers, and in recent time, their duty has already increased into managing midday meals, conducting field work, excursions, and other works also. So the teacher's role is really important nowadays for maintaining the school standard and school development in our area. And in the introductory section, I have focused on the teachers, the role of the teachers, who are the most valuable resource for school development. And resource modification and resource dispersion is actually very important role of the teachers now. And so far as the explanation of the role of the teachers, I am sharing another document in the PPT form where it shows clearly what is the actual role of the teachers and how the teachers should do the roles well to execute it very nicely for school development. So teacher education, being a highly professional course, has a directly proportional relationship with school development. And teachers education is emphasized since 1854 Wood's Dispatch till NP 2020. So teacher's mindset has a very high impact on the learners and the institutional setup in general. So teachers make the real difference. And pre-service teachers education imparts psychological lessons to the teachers. Teachers' attitude is formed well during teacher education programs. A good school can receive international acclamation, and schools are now participating in providing facilities of internship activities for B.Ed and DLED also. So teachers have genuine roles in school development, not only for looking after the students of that school, but also looking after the teacher educators and facilitating their learning in a very gracious manner. And teacher education empowers the teachers to be innovative, strategically strong. Teacher education programs focus on core courses. Core courses, I mean the psychological aspects like child studies and also the method subjects, so that both of these are taken care of at the time of teaching. So teachers are not subject expert, but also they are the psychologists and they have the role in teaching students at the same time. So applicability of teacher education must be ensured. So it is saying that nowadays teachers are educated and at the same time they are getting trained also. But the matter is when they are getting the job, they are not applying it. So proper monitoring should be there from the government agency and authority so that it can be done and it can be presented well. So teacher education has a power to change, a great change. And thus teacher education is important staircase for preparing the teachers for better job, and holistically it provides support for development of school in general. So both teacher education and school development are interdependent, interrelated, and it must be taken care of by teachers as well as by the teacher educators and also by those who are getting trained nowadays also. Thank you, sir.
Hello. Thank you, sir. Then next is Professor Varsha ma'am. Hello. Professor Varsha ma'am.
I think Varsha ma'am is not there, so go ahead.
Next is Dr. Suresh Isave, sir.
Yes, sir. आहे, sir.
Okay.
Suresh, welcome.
Okay, start your presentation.
Yes. Namaste, everyone. Honorable Chairperson, Dr. Mohan Kamble, sir, and all the delegates presented here for the national conference. I am Suresh Isave, Associate Professor, Tirak College of Education, Pune. The topic of my paper is use of rubrics in teacher education. As we know, there are three fields of the three domains of the learning: cognitive domain, psychomotor domain, and affective domain. In our evaluation, we try to evaluate the cognitive domain and affective domain and psychomotor domain. So why do we need to have the new evaluation tool? Many tools available. Those are for the evaluation of the knowledge only. And in teacher education, we need to evaluate the behavioral skills of the student teacher, because we not only tell them to learn the things, learn the content, but we also tell them how to communicate. So as a teacher personality, it is very essential to observe their behavior. So we need to assess those behavior of the students. Nowadays, generally, when we have to observe their behavior or the skills or the performance, we do use rating scale, which is little bit more subjective. So that's why we need a tool that can be more useful to observe the performance or to observe the skills, and which is more objective. So these are tentative, just the precise way of the tools like evaluation tool. We use achievement test like written test and tutorials and report writing. all those kind of achievement there we assess the domain of the cognitive domain. Then checklists are there and the rating scales are there. In case of lessons, maximum colleges using the rating scale having different kind of criterions. And if you want to go further to the rating scale, rubrics can be one of the options. In the rating scale, there are three kind of types: numerical rating scale, graphical rating scale, and itemized rating scale. So rubrics are itemized rating scale. So let me illustrate you about the rubrics. This is a general rating scale, and in rating scale we do find like a phases, introduction and presentation and next steps of the lessons. Generally the criterion are given and the levels are mentioned, like the ratings are mentioned like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and teacher educator supposed to observe the lesson and they just put the tick mark on it and they give the marks. If you see the scores having no description that when we should give 5 or when we should give 4 or 3 in that way. So here the rubrics come. If you see, if you make a rubrics of same stage, this is how it will appear. In a rubrics, there is a description of each and every criterion and each and every level of the performance in that particular criterion. Like say, I have done just simply illustration of single phase, that is introduction. In introduction, when I can give 5 marks, when student teacher will perform all these acts like greeting, when she's entering the class, she's greeting a students or accepting the greetings of the student, then writing the subject on the board, the topic and dates on the board, then some general instruction about discipline or sitting, then activating some arousing curiosity, then interaction with the students, linking with the previous knowledge of the students and student participation. So tentatively, I have broken out this particular criteria into many observable activities. These are called descriptors. So these descriptors are supposed to be indication of the marks. If students are doing all these activities, then she will get 5 marks. If she will get any 4 of these, she will get 4 marks, and so on. If she is going to do only 3 of these, then 3 marks. In that way she will get the marks. Now here is the rubric give the logic behind giving the marks to the student, and that's why it is more objective. If you see the rating scale, in a rating scale generally the descriptions of the marks are not given. In case of rubrics, all the descriptions are given, and hence rubrics are more comprehensive and more objective. Let us see some of the theoretical part of the rubrics. Rubrics are the part of the rating scale. There are 3 types of rating scale: graphical, numeric, and itemized. One of the itemized rating scale is rubric. This is the type example of a rating scale of numerical, where we give the our rating in the form of numbers, like we on such a kind of rating scale. Nowadays on online shopping or by using some particular mobile app, we give the ratings. So that is a kind of rating scale. When we put the ratings in the form of graphics, like we give the 5 stars, we give some emojis, so that is become a graphical rating. And itemized rating, where not only the marks are given but the descriptions are given. So ratings, rubrics are the itemized rating scale. This is the definition. There are many definitions mentioned in the paper. One of the definition is rubrics are formally defined as a scoring guide consisting of specific pre-established performance criteria. This is very important part of the definition, because in the rubric specific pre-established performance criteria is mentioned. So it can be used for very much objective type of evaluation. Now, where we can use such kind of rubrics in teacher education? We observe teaching skill, like in micro teaching or integrated lessons, practice lessons, anywhere it is very important. So we can prepare some rubrics to observe the teaching skill. Students are expected to perform some e-skill like making PowerPoint presentations, or making or attending the online meetings, like we do attending meetings, Zoom meetings or Google Meet, or using some Google Classroom facilities or sharing some YouTube videos, making YouTube videos. So these are e-skills we can prepare to assess their skills. Managerial skills, students are expected to organize programs in school and during even during internship or even in the college. They are expected to participate in different programs. So how their manager skill is there, we can prepare a rubrics on it. Their communication skill is very much important, like they are supposed to communicate with the teachers, co-teachers, parents, and even the school children or the peers. So we can have that kind of rubrics. Performance in different competitions can be prepared, like we do have allocation competition, debate competitions, or PowerPoint presentation competitions, or some sports competitions, cooking competitions. So we can have the rubrics of this competition to make that evaluation more objective. And some life skill that is mentioned by UNESCO. So what are the advantages? We can assess the performance of the students precisely, and it will be more objective type evaluation, because descriptors are given, and according to descriptor only educator need to assess the students performance, minimizing the conflict between the assessor and assessee. Generally when we give the marks to the student teacher, they observe, they say ki my lesson was better than her lesson, still I got less mark. Such complaints may be there. So in that case, we may have the logic. We can show them the descriptor, list of the descriptor, and we can say, see, she has performed these all activities. That's why she got more marks. You performed these activity, number of your activities are least. That's why you got least marks. So we do have a logic to satisfy the student that yes, the evaluation was objective. Even it can be used as a self-learning tool for the students. If we are giving these rubrics to the students, student will come to know what exactly they have to perform of every skill, like it may be of micro teaching skill, practice lesson, any skill. They will see the list of the activities that's supposed to be performed, and they will keen on it, they will focus on it, and they will more practice on it. So they will learn more thing about themselves. Some limitations of the rubric. These kind of rubrics are not useful for to assess the knowledge or cognitive objectives. Rubric designing and using is challenging, because to set the rubrics of each and every criterion is very difficult task. We need to break out the activity, the particular sub skills into many observable statements, and then we need to put it in the rubrics, and we need to arrange it sequentially, that these activities for 5 marks and these activities for 1 mark. So that is very challenging work. It is not as simple as rating scale. There is a thread that we may lose the holistic view of the performance. Sometimes we see the lesson and we see, yes, lesson was good, but when you start to analyze the performance, then we do find we cannot give much marks as the holistic view. Actually, the impact of any activities as a holistic. If you are focusing too much on the each separate part, then it may not give proper view of as a whole. Like suppose there are many petals differently, and if the petals are there, it cannot make a rose. Rose should be as a whole. So that's why we should not lose the wholeness by using the rubrics. So we can use the rubric in teacher education to assess the teaching skill, the various co-curricular activities like seminar, presentation, discussion. We do organize. So for the curricular activities, we can prepare the rubrics and we can make the objective assessment. And also we can have the co-curricular activities performance-based rubrics. Also, we need to assess the extracurricular co-curricular activities. So we can assess the overall performance of the student teacher by using different rubrics. So it is very useful to assess the performance, because teacher education programs are not only about the getting the marks, but about the performance, not only in the class, but in certain curricular, extracurricular activities. That's why along with all the tests, those are testing the cognitive domain of the student, which I think rubric should be used to assess their performance. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to present my paper.
Thank you, sir. My sir, this presentation. Next,
who is next participant?
Tamanna Patel already done, and Dr. Subhash bin Iyer sir already done. Okay. So anyone?
Sir, I would like to do.
Which what's the name? Your name?
Bhagat, Professor Bhagat.
Okay, okay.
Hello, Dr. Manada.
Professor Bhagat, sir.
Yes, yes. Start your presentation.
Wait, Bhagat. Bhagat, wait. Firstly, we will go with the Azad, Dr. Azad.
Okay, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Hello,
Go
sir.
ahead.
Good afternoon, chairperson, reporters, and technical assistant, all participants. Today, teacher development concern and perspectives, sub-themes, teacher development in inclusive education. My topic, समावेशी शिक्षा एवं शिक्षकों की जिम्मेदारी। शिक्षा समावेशीकरण यह बताता है कि विशेष शैक्षणिक आवश्यकताओं की पूर्ति के लिए एक समान छात्र और एक दिव्यांग को समान शिक्षा प्राप्ति के अवसर मिलने चाहिए। इसमें एक समान छात्र एक दिव्यांग छात्र के साथ विद्यालय में अधिकतर समय बिताता है। पहले समावेशी शिक्षा की परिकल्पना सिर्फ विशेष छात्रों के लिए की गई थी, लेकिन आधुनिक काल में समाज के उपेक्षित, पिछड़े, दलित, विशिष्ट बालक एवं बालिकाओं को समावेशी शिक्षा के अंतर्गत लाया गया है। अतः हर शिक्षक को इस सिद्धांत को विस्तृत दृष्टिकोण से अपनी कक्षा में व्यवहार में लाना चाहिए। शिक्षा का संबंध मनुष्य के संज्ञानात्मक, भावनात्मक एवं सामाजिकता के गुणों के उन्नयन से है। जीवन में शिक्षा की इतनी अधिक उपयोगिता है कि कहा गया है कि बिना शिक्षा व ज्ञान के मनुष्य पशु के समान है। समावेशी शिक्षा या एकीकरण के सिद्धांत की ऐतिहासिक जड़ें कनाडा और अमेरिका से जुड़ी हैं। प्राचीन शिक्षा पद्धति की जगह नई शिक्षा नीति का प्रयोग आधुनिक में होने लगा है। समावेशी शिक्षा विशेष विद्यालय या कक्षा को स्वीकार नहीं करता। अशक्त बच्चों को समान बच्चों से अलग करना मान्य नहीं है। विकलांग बच्चों को भी समान बच्चों की तरह ही शैक्षिक गतिविधियों में भाग लेने का अधिकार है। समावेशी उन सभी तथ्यों को सम्मिलित किया गया है जो विशिष्ट बालकों पर लागू होते हैं। अर्थात समावेशी शिक्षा शारीरिक, मानसिक, प्रतिभाशाली विशिष्ट गुणों से युक्त विभिन्न बालकों पर अपनाई जाती है। यह एक ऐसी शिक्षा पद्धति है जो यह तय करती है कि प्रत्येक छात्र को गुणवत्तापूर्ण शिक्षा मिले एवं उसकी योग्यता, शारीरिक अक्षमता, भाषा, संस्कृति, पारिवारिक पृष्ठभूमि, उम्र किसी प्रकार का अवरोध पैदा न कर सके। समावेशी कक्षा में विविधताओं को स्वीकार करने की एक मनोवृत्ति है, जिसके अंतर्गत विविध क्षमताओं वाले बालक समान शिक्षा प्रणाली में एक साथ अध्ययन करते हैं। समावेशी शिक्षा के दर्शन के अंतर्गत प्रत्येक बालक अद्वितीय है और उसे अपने सहपाठियों की भांति विकसित करने के लिए कक्षा में विविध प्रकार के शिक्षण की आवश्यकता हो सकती है। बालक के पीछे रह जाने के लिए उसे दोषी नहीं ठहराया जा सकता, बल्कि उन्हें कक्षा में भली प्रकार समाहित न कर पाने का जिम्मेदार अध्यापक को स्वयं समझना चाहिए। जिस प्रकार हमारा संविधान किसी भी आधार पर किए जाने वाले भेदभाव को निषेध करता है, उसी प्रकार समावेशी शिक्षा विभिन्न ज्ञानेंद्रियां शारीरिक, बौद्धिक, सामाजिक, आर्थिक आदि कारणों से उत्पन्न किसी बालकों को विशिष्ट शैक्षिक आवश्यकताओं के बावजूद उन बालकों को भिन्न देखे जाने के बजाय स्वतंत्र अधिगमकर्ता के रूप में देखती है। समावेशी शिक्षा में 4 प्रक्रियाएं होती है। मानकीकरण सामान्यीकरण वह प्रक्रिया है जो प्रतिभाशाली बालकों तथा युवकों को जहां तक संभव हो कार्य सीखने के लिए समान सामाजिक वातावरण पैदा करे। दूसरा, संस्था रहित शिक्षा। संस्था रहित शिक्षा ऐसी प्रक्रिया जिससे में अधिक से अधिक प्रतिभाशाली बालकों तथा युवक छात्राओं की सीमाओं को समाप्त कर देती है, जो आशीष शिक्षा ग्रहण करते हैं एवं उन्हें जनधन की शिक्षा ग्रहण करने का अवसर प्रदान करते हैं। तीसरी, शिक्षा के मुख्य धारा। शिक्षा के मुख्य धारा वह प्रक्रिया है जो प्रतिभाशाली बालकों को सामान्य बालकों का दिन प्रतिदिन शिक्षा के माध्यम से आपस में संबंध रखते हैं। समावेश प्रक्रिया है जो प्रतिभाशाली बालकों को प्रत्येक दिशा में समान शिक्षा कक्ष में उनकी शिक्षा के लिए लाती है। यह समन्वित पृथक्करण के विपरीत है। पृथक्करण वह प्रक्रिया है जिसमें समाज का विशेष समूह अलग से पहचाना जाता है तथा धीरे धीरे सामाजिक तथा व्यक्तिगत दूरी कुछ समूह की तथा समाज की बढ़ती जाती है। समावेशी शिक्षा का एक व्यापक लक्ष्य यह भी प्रतीत होता है, एक साथ शिक्षित होने पर भविष्य में समाज के अंदर विशेष आवश्यकता वाले व्यक्तियों के सरोकारों को आम लोग बेहतर ढंग से समझ सकता, उनमें उनके प्रति अपेक्षित संवेदनशीलता का विकास हो सके। समावेशी शिक्षा को प्रोत्साहित करने का अपना एक राजनीतिक अर्थशास्त्र भी है, जो भूमंडलीकरण या उदारीकरण की प्रतिक्रियाओं से प्रेरित। यह राजनीतिक अर्थशास्त्र इस मान्यता पर आधारित है कि सरकार को जन कल्याण, सामाजिक तथा गैर उत्पादक कार्यों पर से कम खर्च करना चाहिए। विशिष्ट आवश्यकता वाले बच्चों के लिए विद्यालय चलाना महंगा सौदा है, जो वो भी विकलांगों की कम से कम 5 श्रेणियों के लिए। इसलिए समावेशी शिक्षा की आवश्यकता को प्रोत्साहित किया जा रहा है। समावेशी शिक्षा का उद्देश्य लोकतांत्रिक सिद्धांतों, समानता और सामाजिक न्याय से संबंधित मूल्यों और विश्वासों को प्राप्त करता है, जिससे समस्त बालक शिक्षा में भाग ले सके। समावेशी शिक्षा समाज के लिए अपने सामाजिक संस्थानों और संरचनाओं को गंभीर रूप से जानने का एक अवसर प्रदान करती है। समावेशी शिक्षा को जमीनी स्तर पर लागू करने के लिए देश के विभिन्न राज्यों के लीनता से ग्रसित लोगों को पढ़ाने के लिए अलग अलग जाते हैं।
Conclude in 1 minute, sir.
कंक्लूड कीजिए।
जी, थैंक यू सर। समावेशन की नीति को हर स्कूल और सारी शिक्षा व्यवस्था में व्यापक रूप से लागू किए जाने की जरूरत है। बच्चे के जीवन का हर क्षेत्र में हो, चाहे स्कूल हो या बाहर, सभी बच्चों की भागीदारी सुनिश्चित करने की जाने की जरूरत है। स्कूलों का ऐसे केंद्र बनाए जाने की आवश्यकता है जहां बच्चों को जीवन की तैयारी कराई जाए और यह सुनिश्चित किया जाए कि सभी बच्चों, खासकर शारीरिक या मानसिक से असमर्थ बच्चों, समाज के हाशिए पर जीने वाले बच्चों और कठिन परिस्थितियों में जीने वाले बच्चों को शिक्षा के इस महत्वपूर्ण क्षेत्र के सबसे ज्यादा फायदा मिले। आज भी विशेष आवश्यकता वाले बालकों को की शैक्षिक उपलब्धि संबंधी स्थिति चिंताजनक है। आखिर बताते हैं कि आज भी दिव्यांगता की आवश्यकता से सभी उद्धार के लिए आवश्यक है। समाज की इस वर्ग को स्थान उन शैक्षिक, सामाजिक, सांस्कृतिक विकास के लिए अपेक्षित कराए जाने चाहिए एवं इस कार्य को समावेशी शिक्षा ही महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभा सकती है। थैंक यू सर। हेलो सर।
थैंक यू सर।
हेलो।
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you,
you
sir.
so much.
थैंक यू सर। नेक्स्ट वन। प्रोफेसर वर्षा मैम। हेलो
Bhagat,
हेलो
Bhagat ma'am.
सर, भगत ऑलरेडी डन सर। प्रोफेसर आर भगत सर।
So who is sharing now the screen?
Is Bhagat madam screen only?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes,
You
sir.
want to present your?
Yes, sir. I want to present it.
Then go ahead.
Yes, just 1 minute, sir.
Of your screen sharing.
Just a second, sir.
Yes.
Sir, can you see it?
No. Yes, yes.
So can you see? Huh.
Yes.
Okay. Good afternoon, sir. I'm starting my slideshow, sir. So my topic is the assessment of how well versed the teachers are about the National Education Policy 2020. Sir, I'll just go directly with the observation.
Yes, yes.
Sir, already time is, a lot of time is gone. I just want to say that it's a research method. I've done survey method, sir. I've done a sampling of 100 students of first year and second year B.Ed course who are teachers in our school, in the school also. And the tools which I've used is a questionnaire. The questionnaire, as you can see here, there are 15 questionnaire. The first question which I asked is, which section of the school do you teach? So 17% teachers were pre-primary section, 43% were primary section, 30% were secondary section, and 10% teacher taught the higher secondary section in that. When I asked them whether they had seen the draft of the National Education Policy 2020, 87% of the teachers said that they had seen it, and 13% teachers say that they have not even seen the draft still. What of this option is corrected related to main objective of National Education Policy? The role of education is all-round development or objective is multidisciplinary. The option answer was right was the second one. 77 teachers have given a correct answer and 23% have given a wrong answer. Which is the option is corrected related to common education structure. In that first structure was 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4 plus 1. And the second structure was 10, 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2. The correct option was the first option. The 79 teachers gave correct answer, 21 teachers gave a wrong answer. Which of the option is related to admission of the preliminary education? The first preliminary education starts at 3rd year and the second option was the 6th year. So 47% of the teachers have correct answer and 53% teachers gave a wrong answer. Which is the option correct related to credit system, choice-based credit system or competency-based credit system? The right answer was competency-based credit system. 62% of the teachers gave a correct answer and 38% teacher gave a wrong answer. Which is the option is correct related to education system? Is it student-centric or teacher-centric? 82% of the teacher gave correct answer, 18% of the teacher gave a wrong answer. What is the option related to B.Ed course of education? 2 years B.Ed course and 4-year integrated B.Ed course. 85 teachers have given correct answer, 15% teachers have given a wrong answer. Which is the option related to teaching process of education? Is it knowledge-based, information-based? 60% of the teacher gave correct answer, 40% of the teacher gave a wrong answer. Which is the option related to affiliation of higher education? Affiliated to state university or autonomous? 43% of teachers gave correct answer, 57% of the teachers gave a wrong answer. Which of this option is correct related to MPhil course? MPhil course will continue or MPhil course will discontinue? 39% teacher gave correct answer, 61% of the teacher gave a wrong answer. Which of the option is corrected related to recommendation qualification of assistant professor? PhD degree compulsory or a net set qualified with master degree? 29% teacher gave correct answer, 71% of the teacher gave wrong answer. Which of this option is correct related to qualification? Master's degree compulsory or based on research performance? 24% of the teacher gave correct answer, 76% of the teacher gave a wrong answer. Which of the option is correct related to maintaining libraries? Improvement of physical library or improvement of online library? The correct option is online library. 84% teacher gave a correct answer. 16% teacher gave a wrong answer. Which of this option is corrected to related to foreign universities? Foreign universities are allowed or not allowed? Foreign universities are allowed according to the education policy 2020. 61% teacher gave correct answer. 39% of the teacher gave a wrong answer. According to this, I have just concluded that most of the teachers have gone through the draft of National Education Policy 2020. Many teachers are well aware of the policy related to primary and secondary education, but very less teachers have taken interest in policies related to higher education. That means the teacher did not have any in-depth knowledge of the policies of National Education Policy 2020. My recommendation is that the topic National Education Policy should be included in one of the credits of compulsory subjects in B.Ed as well as M.Ed course. If not in credit, at least they should have a practical or assignment based on National Education Policy 2020.
Thank you.
Sir, I end my paper with that.
Hello.
Sir, I end my paper with that.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Tushar sir.
Professor Varsha ma'am. Hello. It is Professor Varsha ma'am.
No, I think Varsha ma'am is not there. So go ahead.
Vote of thanks.
No, firstly, Dr. Mohan Kamble sir, please give the conclusion mark of this particular session.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
My greeting to all the participants and all professors, friends. First of all, I would like to thank and congratulate the participants, the researchers who read the paper. Today's webinar, many dignitaries have expressed their views in research paper on the development of teachers and their attitude towards it. There are many problems in the implementation of education policy in the Indian society. In this age of competition, in the age of information technology, the dissemination of knowledge has become a big problem. That's why I like to say the recognition of the true knowledge has become a problem. Many challenges have arisen. So the idea of education should be linked to development to be holistic in the eyes of the student, for which it is necessary to consider the problems or challenges that have arisen in the fields of education. Some strategies, decisions are made to meet the challenges that arise and are transformed into different strategies. If we look at the educational journey of the various commissions and various policies, we can see that strategic decisions have been taken in the course of according time to various issues. Thank you very much. Thank you for your kind cooperation.
Thank you, sir. I thank you for Chairperson Professor Mohan Kamble sir for being present here for the session and giving the valuable and insight on session. I also thank you to participants who presented paper on. I also thank you for participants who attend the session. Thank you.
Thank you very
With the
much.
permission, Chairperson,
Yes, sir.
I conclude the
Yes,
session.
yes. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.